back, my loves, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Andrea, and this is Life as I Know It. So if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. So today we're going to do a fun summer wreath. We're going to do a sunflower. So grab a piece of paper, pen, just in case you want to write down the flowers that we're going to use. If not, just sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack as we jump into our fun summertime wreath. Here we have some pink paninis, and I have them in white. And we got these from Michael's, and they were $9.99. Always wait for Michael to put their flowers on sale for 40% off. And these are Cycas ferns, and we used 4 of these. These were $9.99 with 40% off also. These are eucalyptus. They are green and white. They were $3.99. We end up not using these. Our last flowers are these red mini necklace flowers. These were also $9.99 with 40% off. We're going to use 2 of them. Everything came from Michael's. The wreath was $6.49. It's an 18-inch. I cleaned it off, got all the little branches out, and then I'm going to take floral wire and just wrap it around it just to pour it a little closer and make it a little tighter. You don't have to do this. And if you're not going to cover the whole wreath, I recommend not doing this because you're going to see the wire. When you cover it with all the flowers, you only see the wire in the back. We're going to attach the floral wire to the wreath, tie it in a little knot, and then we're just going to go ahead and take it and wrap it all the way around the wreath, bring it back to where our little knot is, cut it off, and then tie it again, and then we're ready to put our flowers in our wreath. We're going to go ahead and take our Cycas fern and we're going to cut it down. Now, I grabbed 4 of these. I wish I had grabbed more. And usually I will grab extra items. And then if I don't use them, I go ahead and take them back to the store. But since we were leaving, I just grabbed these and packed them up. So we'll just cut them down and we're going to go ahead and put a little hot glue on the ends and go ahead and place them in our wreath. Now, one thing about grapevine wreaths, if you cut your flowers down and the stems are long, you can go ahead and place them inside of the wreath without using hot glue. But if you're going to give this away or you're selling them, I would definitely put hot glue in there. So I always put hot glue so when I go to pack them up, they're good to go. Or if someone asks me for the wreath later, I can go ahead and give them the wreath and I know that it's good to go. Because when we left, I did give away a lot of my wreaths. So this way they were already good to go. I didn't have to go back and place glue inside of the wreath to keep the flowers in them. So just rule of thumb. But if you're going to use the wreath again, then don't use hot glue. Just go ahead and place the flowers inside of the wreath. I said all that just to say that. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and take the flowers, put them inside of your wreath, organize them the way that you want. So this way, it looks the way you want. You pull the flower back out, you put the hot glue on and place the flower back in. And this way you don't have to go back and pull the flowers out if it doesn't work for you. So some people it's just easier to just go ahead and put all the flowers in. Then sometimes you have to play with the flowers to make sure it looks the way you want. So this way you're not keep pulling the flowers out. So with these ferns, they're fighting me. So what we're going to do is we're going to place the ferns inside the wreath. Make sure this is the way we want the ferns to look in the wreath. Then we're going to come back and hot glue them in. Now that we have all our ferns inside our wreath, we're going to go ahead and start adding our paninis in there. You can leave the greenery on if you want, or you can take it off. It just depends on how much green you want in your wreath. The reason why these flowers were already cut down and not on the bush because I bought them in white and also the pink. And I used them for my husband promotion part. I ended up not using the pink. And what I did was I went to the dollar store and the small vases that they had in all different shapes and colors, I used those. So what I did was I cut the flowers down. I put them inside the vase. I got gold and black charter plates from the Dollar Tree and I just placed them on top. I did had other flowers, which I ended up leaving, and several other things I ended up leaving. But the thing was, I really didn't go way overboard with my centerpieces because we had already moved. We were going to the hotel that weekend, and I didn't want to have to worry about all the glass. So I left all the glass and the other items that I had in Kentucky. I donated them so they can use them at other promotion parties. And I kept the flowers. I said, you know what? We're going to put these flowers in a box. So I did do that. So my sister-in-law said, well, I said, I'm going to use these flowers and make a wreath. So they were like, wow, make me a wreath, because I got two sister-in-laws. So I'm going to use the white for the one, and then I'm going to use the pink for the other sister-in-law. So you'll see a wreath with the pink flowers also. And like I always said, if you don't want to hot glue things and you don't have to, you can just place them inside of these grapevines, and then you can just continue to use them and change them out for each season. But I did place everything where I wanted. I'm adding the red flowers, also little red roses, and then I'll go back and hot glue everything in. So I like to play with it, and once I have it the way I want, then I'm going to just go back in and add the hot glue. Now we're going to cut down the pink roses, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to cut them down, place them inside, and then we're going to go back and hot glue them. You can keep the greenery on if you want, because in this way it just adds more greenery to your wreath. Now, I will say this, I'm going to learn to improvise, and I'm going to learn to be more colorful here because I don't have a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby to run to. Now, they do have a craft store. I found one that they have several of. People are telling me there are more, but they're saying this is the best one. I'm going to do a walkthrough. I did go. They're on the expensive side of like Michael's, where they don't put stuff on sale. And the quality, some of the quality reminds me of AC Moore. But we're going to do a walkthrough, and then you let me know. Now, these decorative birds I did get from Michael, and they were $5.99. And as you can see, they have clips. So we're just going to go ahead and clip them on. And when we have our two little birds inside, we are done with this wreath. So all you have to do is go back and hot glue your flowers in. My loves, that is the end of our video. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. If you're returning, you are truly appreciated. I need everyone to hit that thumbs up button, share my video. That helps my channel to grow. We are trying to get over 1,000 so I can give away my 1,000 subscriber gift. So help us get there. Have a blessed day. Remember, it costs nothing to be kind, and we will see you in our next video. Bye for now.